Hello, my good friends. How the devil are we? Oh, there we are. That's quite loud, isn't it? Let me turn it down a bit. It is, it's Wednesday. We're back to streaming as per is the usual. And I want to have a couple of goes at this, to be honest, and then play some other stuff if we don't get it. We had a conversation, didn't we, about gaming feats the other day, and Hazel said about Weapon Roulette, and I thought that was good, wasn't it? And then I thought, I wonder which version I played, and I can't remember whether I did the world or the American or whichever one I did. But I thought to myself, like, did I do the Japanese one? I can't remember, right? Maybe I've done it at some point. But I thought to myself, it'd be cool to do like try and get a good clear on the Japanese one live. So that's what we're going to try and do. All right. Before we get started, and I'll go through the rules of Weapon Roulette actually. Oh, yeah, is this as here? Yeah, he is, yeah. Told you where. Look at the state of this, son, right? So, UFC Serbia, mate, on the old crest there, right? Check the back out, it's sick. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see this. State of this, I'm going to have to, like, start here and then stand up slowly. State of this back print now. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Solid. Did that actually look? Could you actually see what it looked like? Oh, you could as well, yeah. Sick, yeah, I'm happy with that. So yeah, before we get started, your every stream reminder to check out the links in the description box if you haven't already. There is all kinds of cool stuff in there. From Patreon, for as little as $2 a month, you can pick the games that we play, get involved with free competitions, which are starting again next month. I think we're going to bring the John round back, so that'd be quite cool. Also, there's the ongoing Patreon streams, and you get, when you pick games, if they get picked, you get points. If they win, and if they win, then you get entered into a huge competition. There's some amazing prizes for that at the end of the year. The Chris Dabnor Super Series is alive and well, and we've got a bit of a tie-up at the top, but things can change very quickly. We're back streaming on a fairly regular basis for the next 3 weeks, as my schedule is quite normal, which is good. End of the month, I'm off to Shanghai for a few days, but we shall cross that bridge when we come to it. If you want to send me some money to help with the run of the channel, there's a few ways you can do that. There's a PayPal link in the description box, which is paypal.me/OneCreditClassics, and also there is a Ko-fi link on there as well. It works in exactly the same way. And finally, if you're based in the UK and you want to get involved with the good folks at Muscle Moose, and why wouldn't you, because they're a great bunch of people, get yourself over to www.musclemoose.co.uk. Use the code OCC20. That is OCC20 for 20% off your order. Offers not included, only in the UK for the time being. Right, so what's Weapon Roulette? Well, quite simply, right, with the exception of the last level on the second loop, right, whenever, if a treasure chest spawns, I have to get it, right? If a treasure chest spawns and it spawns a weapon, I have to collect it. The only thing that's different is there's a couple of little provisos on that. One, the last level on the second loop, I'm allowed just to get the Psycho Cannon because I need that to beat the game. And if a chest is in a position where I'm obviously going to die, right? Like, there's one that spawns right at the top as that level kind of comes down like that. Like, if it's going to mean that, or the ones where you have to try and jump off the platforms on the tongs, like, if I'm obviously going to die trying to get it, then I can leave it. But if it's in my path, and it's a treasure chest and I spawn it, and it goes for ones that spawn on purpose and the ones that spawn as part of the game, okay? So we're going to try and do it. We're going to try and do the whole thing. I haven't played, I've played this a bit, obviously, over the years, but I haven't played this set of restrictions for quite a while. I'm quite looking forward to it, to be honest. And it's just, I don't know. It's an essential part of what we do, innit? So let's get started. Oh, Prin Prin. I should have a go at Cabal, really. So I'll get this one. The thing now is, right, I'll get this one. Not the issue, but the problem now is I am going to spawn another one here. I mean, realistically, I probably shouldn't have got that first one. Now, how many of these can I kill with this magic? Quite a lot, actually. Okay, that's worked out well. I'll have to get that. Now, you notice I didn't do the double jump then. Bollocks. Alright, just wait. Now, the risk here is there's a lot of chests that I can actually spawn, right? Touch. Did alright there. Splattered. Catch. Problem now is there's a few situations where I'm... Also as well, any weapons, so if I get a weapon that's not out of a chest, so if I get a weapon that's out of a little, one of the pots that these geezers carry, I've got to get that as well. Oh, you're taking the piss, aren't you? I feel like I couldn't have done a lot there. Gonna have to get this, whatever it is. Brilliant. Fuck's sake. Come on, old man Withers. Right, oh fuck, I can't. Oh yeah, it's 1-3 in it. Fucking hell. The problem I've got now, right, is trying to do an armor with a sword. This is the issue. Might be a better plan to just try and sprint here and try and get to the checkpoint. Although I don't know. The other problem is I can't make him fly. I've got nothing that's going to work. Fucking hell. Could have done a lot there. Where are we? Okay, okay. We'll take that. We'll take that. Can I... For those of you long-term Ghouls and Ghosts fans, of which I imagine there are quite a lot, that was very lucky. Oh, you're fucking taking the... Hang on. Oh, effort. Might be worth trying when he flies over this, might. Risk. Problem is, I was going to say, he's usually dead by now. No, I don't know what the pattern is. Jesus Christ almighty. Fucking, of all the things. Spoiler, this probably isn't the run. Alright, but still. You get it gives you an idea of... Right. It was going well until we got stitched with that sword. Let's go. Yes. Not continuing. Sorry. Right, so let's skip getting the first hidden chest then. I'll come back for that. Right, so what I might have to do here, right, is I might have to try and spawn this chest here. But the problem is that's going to make this bit loads more difficult. Because I don't know the angles now. We're just going to have to go here. I can clear that. And that maybe. Can't clear that. Oh, no, I can. Fucking hell. Come on. Make that. Bit of love for that. Problem I've got now is, right, we're going to spawn another chest here. Oh, no, we're not. No, it's a hidden one. All right. And we're not going to spawn the one at the top. Fucking hell. There's nothing else like it, Cody, is there, if you're being honest? Just in terms of taking you back, like, straight away to, like, a very specific time and a place. Okay, I'll work on the inside then. Catch. Come on. Problem is, I'm gonna have to go back for this one. Get fucked. Couldn't have done a lot there. In fact, you'd argue I couldn't have done anything. See, I've got more of a chance doing it with this, though. And in a funny kind of way, sometimes, right, not having any armor is a bit safer, because it means you can't get another weapon. Like, I'll get this. I need to... One more. But at least I can try and kill this with an actual fucking thrown weapon. See you in a bit, Matt. Oh, of course it is. Tempted to just start again here. That was stupid. Did I fall through? Hang on, the bridge didn't break then. It's 1, 2, 4, isn't it? No, it's not. It's 1. It's just 1, 4. Oh yeah, I remember. It's 2 on there. Then it's 1, 2. God, I don't even know. Oh yeah, I'm only halfway across on it. This is 1, 2, 4, right? Yeah, I'm fine there. Yeah, I remember. We're okay. Let's try and get this clown. You like that, did you? Or that. Get it. Give me a better weapon. I mean, any weapon's better than this. Fuck. Gotta be taking the piss at you. Fucking. Oh, this run's done. Let's just be real. I mean, that's fucking skills, but... I forgot Young at the big jump, have you? Oh, tits. Fucking hell. Let's go again. I feel like if we can get off level 2 right, we got a chance of making a run at it. Let's get this one. Brilliant. I might die here. It fucking loves giving you a sword on this, doesn't it? Wow. We'll have that. All right, we'll take that, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Fuck. Don't ask me. The other problem as well that makes this so difficult is because you have to collect everything. You end up just fucking sticking around when you really don't need to, you know. I don't even get this. No, I can't. I need to just move here then. I struggle here. Can we get that? Catch! Full tilt running. Livestream 649. Wow, really? Mad. Do you know what's cool I was thinking about the other day that we did? I'm really glad we did Biomotor Unitron. Fun set of streams that was. See, I couldn't have done fucking anything about that. Fucking, why can't I remember what these are? Oh yeah, I remember this one. To there, then to there. Is that 2? And then 4, yes. Problem is I've got to get this. See, I fucking couldn't have done anything then. I should have gone down the hill then, really. Sword. Oh no. Bodied. Let's just go. I was going to say, there's a chance we could miss that. My fucking head's gone off the fucking rails here. This is so difficult. We ain't gonna stop though. Really? Get that! Terrible that was. Crush the turtles. Fucking silly. Come on, that. I would have had to go back for that as well. This is fucking terrible. Wow. I'm normally better than this. Mad we aren't going to have level 2 yet. Still. Didn't come here to complain, have we? Oh, nearly. Do you know what? Fucking Sword of Sodan. Didn't mean to do that. This bit's going to be tough. Shot. Come on. Worst weapon for him, this. I wonder why. It never normally spawns your weapon there when you... I mean, I ain't complaining, but... I've got to execute here, though. Come on. I ain't dropped one yet. Bang. Sword. Go. Oh, get fucked. Honestly. Right. Lucky. Still. Where's this clown going? Oh, fucking hell. I thought he was just going to swoop over me there. Back to the start of the hill, of course. Why not? Sword. Oh, I'll take that. I forgot that takes a hit, doesn't it? We're dead here. Hold on. I'll just keep going. We haven't come this far to quit, have we? Oh yeah, so... It's brutal how there's all these pile of skulls everywhere, aren't there? There's one. Done well there. Get it. Right, we can do this. We can make that as well. Where the fuck did that spawn from? Damage boost. We can make this. We can honestly make this. Not the old run, but we can get up level 2 here. Bit of love for that. Jesus Christ, that was difficult. Both of these, right? Not bad weapons for this. Oh, that's a shame. Because that's absolutely wank. That's probably the end of the run. See, this one I have to miss. I can't get that without dying. Come on. What is it for an extra life? Oh, have we got one? Is it 30,000 for an extra life? See. Can't get that. Could have done without being a weapon. Because I'm absolutely free. Can't get that either. No, there's no way to get that. Although, hang on. We are built differently on this channel. I'm probably going to die here, but still. Jesus Christ, like. Where you going, son? That's a risk. Where's the... Now... I'll need to go a certain way here. Right, I'm going to check the... After we inevitably die here, I'm going to check the dip switches here. I swear this is higher difficulty, you know. These are absolutely rapid. Don't. Oh, that's not bad, actually. Is it me, or do these seem loads quicker? We can get this. This will be armor. Of course, well... Fucking hell. It's normally armor, that one. All the bells. I'm not having this is on standard difficulty. Dead. Thought as much. Where's it going to start us from? It's the first jump, right? Very lucky. Kind of calculated risk that was. Had to get it. Wait, does the fire not get them then? What an absolutely garbage weapon that is for this. Don't be a shit weapon. This ain't right here. Like, something's not right with this ROM. Honestly. Because none of them respawned. We'll take that. Problem is, I've got to get another weapon here. Probably the best weapon for this. Not for this boss, but... probably the worst weapon for this. Brilliant. What a fucking... and that's game. Hey up, Mike. Right, hang on. Wow, the default's 2. That's on 2. Unbelievable. Fucking what a joke. Right. Hang on. I swear I'm playing like a different ROM or something. I know that's what everybody says when they keep losing, but hang on. Oh, hang on. What am I playing here? I'm playing the ROM, that's why. That's not right. Maybe that is right then. Wait a second. Give me a second. Yeah, there's more than one. It must be something like that. Hang on. Let me just go MAME here. Yeah, I haven't got that. Right. Let's try again. Interesting. Huh. Thought about it then. Okay. Let's see. So, the one I was playing was Daimakaimura R, right? This is Daimakaimura, right? Daimakaimura played in the up-to-date version of MAME. Daimakaimura played in the up-to-date version of MAME. This one, which is Daimakaimura, I've had to play in the 2003 version of MAME. Let's see if this makes any difference. Or is it just the fact that I am, in fact, rubbish at this now? Weapon roulette rules, anyway. Brilliant. That was a fucking risk. Can make that. Could make that. Couldn't make that though, unfortunately. Jesus. God, it's windy outside, man. I feel like I might be able to make that. Or he might jump again. The only issue is if he jumps again. No, it's not, is it? Still. We didn't get R-Type first time either, you know? I might just rename this stream Daimakaimura Weapon Roulette Part 1. We'll dip in and out. Like, I think you can't do anything but get it there. Gotta be an easier way to do. That's the easiest way, right? Come on. Oh, fuck. Everything apart from just that last one, wasn't it? We can make that. We can make that. Come on, people. Hey, Hazel. This is your fault, by the way. Getting absolutely splattered trying to play weapon roulette. I'd be legitimately interested to. I wonder if the ROMs are actually just the same, like, and it's just a distribution thing or something. Oh, get fucked. Come on. And that's game. Try and collect that as late as possible. I don't think I've ever died on one of them. Am I? Can somebody find out if Daimakaimura and Daimakaimura are in fact the same ROM, or if there is some kind of difference? Now, I physically can't get this next one without dying, because I can't shoot anything that's not. If I had a downward weapon, if I had a straight weapon, I'd be able to, but I can't. So I'm gonna have to try and just kill this thing with this. Bollocks. Where you going, son? This is a fucking risk. Brilliant. And that's game. I'm going to look that up, hang on. Because that's basically done. Hang on. Hang on. There's got to be... Let's find out. I've of course asked that reliable source, Google Gemini. Right, so in terms of gameplay, graphics, difficulty, and content, there's no functional difference between the two ROMs. They play identically. The distinction between the two ROM sets comes down to hardware and manufacturing history. Daimakaimura Japanese original version is the original December '88 arcade release on Capcom CPS-1 hardware. Yeah, it used the original B-board and the early CPS-1 custom chip. A later Daimakaimura R, stands for, alright, so the R stands for resale. Later, a resale produced by Capcom in the early 90s. Due to sustained popularity in Japanese arcades, Capcom ran a second production of the PCB boards. The new boards used updated CPS-1 board layouts and a custom graphics chip, the CPS B21. So the R in Daimak R stands for resale. Unless you are configuring real arcade PCB hardware or dealing with specific hardware level emulation quirks, each ROM set will give you the exact same arcade experience. Well, thank you very much, Gemini. You've confirmed the fact that I am, in fact, shit at this now. Stunning. Right, we might as well play the original one then. Jesus Christ almighty. Get rid of that. Go back to my history. Remove that. Let's just... Well, now we know it's the right one. It does boot up quicker, to be honest. Right. Well, let's just go. See how we get on. What time is it? Oh, plenty of time, yeah. Of course. Yeah, cheers, Gemini. In other news that I've been speaking to Google Gemini about quite a lot, right? So, has anybody here on the chat, right? This is a very specific subset. It might only ever apply to a couple of you, right? Has anybody in here who's based in the UK ever had to pay a foreign check into a UK bank account? Because I tell you what, it is getting more and more and more and more difficult to do that now. I swear, every high street bank is slowly but surely pulling away any kind of US-based check support. Oh, get fucked. So, what happened was, right, about 7 years ago, right, I started working for a certain regulator, right, who, maybe sound like fucking Warren G or someone, but I started working for a certain regulator who was based in America, who used to pay me by check, okay, and they were obviously foreign currency checks. They were US dollars. So what I'd have to do is, I used to go to Barclays, I'd say, I want to pay this check in. They'd be like, okay. I'd get the check. They'd make me fill a form out. What's happened there? Okay. They'd make me fill a form out. And then it would be a certain amount of time before that check cleared. Now, foreign currency checks in the UK can be paid in two different payment methods. You can have what's called a check negotiation, which basically means that your bank says, yeah, that's good. Like, this check is clearly going to cash. There's no worry about it. We'll give you the money that this is worth quicker than if we had to actually manually process and contact the bank, because we think that this source is verifiable, basically. So if you get business checks, so for example, if you get a work check from an employer, right, that's more likely going to go collection, because it's not a bank from, do you know what I mean? bloody Terry pickup truck or someone from America. That's the most stereotypical name I can think of. So it's not one of them, right? It's a legitimate, like, business check from an authority, you know what I mean? And there's less chance of it bouncing. So what happens is, I used to go down on Monday morning, I'd pay my check in, and the funds would clear generally by about Thursday or Friday, and it didn't cost any money. That was mint, right? That was peak, like UK check paying from foreign sources. That was as good as it got, right? Fast forward a couple of years, right? Barclays stopped doing that. So they're like, well, we've stopped it. You can't pay foreign checks in with us anymore. And so everyone was like, oh, I say everyone, me and my mate Dave, right? We're like, oh. So what are the options? So one of the options, right, was to go with a different bank. So I was like, I'm going to have to. So I opened an HSBC account, right? Because I needed to, it was getting to the point where I just got a new accountant and I was having to set up a few different things regarding some agreements of working abroad and some other stuff. So I had an HSBC account, right? So I got that. And they took foreign checks. So I was like, well, this is perfect, right? Their procedure for foreign checks was they didn't do negotiation, right? They only did check collection. So what that meant was, like, you had to give them the check, and then it would take like a month to clear, basically. And then after it cleared, right, you got a check collection fee of 28 quid, right? Absolute rob dogs, but still, didn't have any other options at that point. I was like, okay, this is how we're doing it, right? A month, yeah, a friggin' month, Prince Watercress. Fast forward, right? I was on Twitter one night, and I saw what's the money saving guy, Martin Lewis, tweet about, Santander have got this savings account with a really good rate of interest. It was like 4.5%. But I knew I was going to die there. But it's only going to run for the next however long. It's only going to run for the next like 2 days. So I was like, well, I better start one of them on the off chance. So I started this savings account. I used to keep my tax money in it. So I'd put all my money in at the end of every month. And then when it came to pay my taxes, I'd have the money put aside for it. So that was the top and bottom of it, right? After it became apparent that HSBC weren't going to take foreign checks anymore, I was like, well, I need an alternative here. So I went round a load of other high street banks, basically went in and said, look, this is my situation. This is what I'm doing. What's the procedure? And all of them said a very similar thing. All of them basically said, wow, checks. Okay, like we in the UK are largely moving away from processing checks. Like they're really becoming like a very small percentage of the business that we do. So as a result, our check paying facilities, like especially foreign ones, are kind of heavily, like, there's massive fees on them because we don't really use them that much, and you know what I mean? It's not really something that we're looking at doing, basically. So I was like, God almighty, what am I going to do then? So around about the time when I was looking at getting my drive done, which, can you believe it, is already over a year ago, right? I went into Santander because I'd put like some money aside to pay for the drive, and I walked in and I said I'd gone in one day and said I need to draw some money out. It needs to be this much. Like, don't need to give you any notice, except bollocks, those kind of things. And they were like, yeah, like give us 3 days, turn up, get the money. I was like, okay. So I went to get the money, and the nice lady behind the counter goes to me, have you got any other questions? And I was like, yeah, I have actually. I was like, you don't take foreign checks, do you? And she was like, we do, yeah, but not in branch. I was like, how does it work? She said, we've got a foreign check processing centre, right? It's in Chelmsford, right? It's on a PO box in Chelmsford. I was like, okay. I goes, how does it work? She said, all you need to do is whenever you get a foreign check, you just need to send it, you put it in an envelope, send it to Chelmsford, put a little letter in with it that says what your account number is, what your name is, what your address is, all that other stuff, right? And then they'll process it. I was like, what do they do, negotiation or collection? She said, once it's down there, they can do either. And I was like, all right. And in my head, straight away, I'm thinking, okay, well, this seems quite reasonable. This doesn't seem reasonable, by the way, but... Oh! Okay, now. I'll finish this story in a sec. Hang on, my head's going fucking falling off here. Go. Don't care if I get turned into a duck. So. For the next... I don't know. 12 months, basically, right? Whenever I get a foreign check, what I do is I stick it in an envelope, right? Oh, fucking hell. How am I gonna... That could have been a lot worse. Yeah, so whenever I get a foreign check, stick it in an envelope, send it. Now, the first time I go to send it in to this PO box, right? Woman goes to me, do you want to send it recorded delivery? Or do you want it signed for? And I was like, yeah, all right. I said, how much is it? She goes, it's 9 quid or something, right? Or 7 quid or 8 quid, something like that. It's a lot of money anyhow. And then straight away, I'm like, I was like, well, it's 10 quid to process this check. And then all of a sudden, like, we're at a point where it's like HSBC levels of, do you know what I mean? I don't feel like you've got my interests at heart, really, right? So, in my head, I'm like, well, okay, well, I'll do that. But I thought to myself, we'll see how long it takes, right? So, this first check takes, like, no time to process. No time at all. Like, it's... And how it works with them is, right... On your account, you get like a £10 like deduction that shows up pretty quickly, right? So this £10 deduction shows up within 4 days, and then the cash shows up within a week. And I'm like, and in total, it's cost me 17 quid because the postage. And in my head, I'm like, do you know what? That's not a terrible deal. But I can't help thinking, it's a bit of a piss take that it's 7 quid to send this like this. So I thought to myself, well, it's a check, right? It's going to have a tracking number, all these the other things. I'm thinking to myself, the next one of these I'm going to do, I'm just going to send standard, right? Because why the fuck not? So. Get fucked. So I send the next one standard, right? And it's £1.80, right? It's £1.80 to send this check. And in my head, I thought that was done. In my head, I'm like, well, that's a lot better. I can deal with paying £1.80. You know what I mean? So, it goes. I get the fee within, like, not that long, like a week. And then I get the money within a couple of days based on that. So in my head, I'm like, well, this is perfect, you know? So all of a sudden now, it's costing me £11 to process foreign checks. And they're getting through in like 2 weeks. In my head, I'm like, look, it's not the great Barclays of a couple of years ago, but this is as good as we're gonna get, right? So in my head, I'm like, well, I think I've cracked this. Fast forward like months and months and months, we're getting like every time I work in America, I'm getting a check, right? But it's not a problem. I'm paying them in. Then I notice one of them takes a little bit longer. Not much longer, but one of them takes a little bit longer. So, don't think anything of it. And then a friend of mine who does the same thing as me, right? I have a conversation with him, and he's got a Santander account. And I said to him, look, it's the best way. Short of starting an account with somebody else, this represents, I think, the best way that we've got of trying to get these checks cashed. And he was like, yeah, I think I'll do. I think I'll have to do the same then. So, can I get this one? Let's have a look. No, I can't. Right. Absolute bollocks. So, fast forward a couple of weeks. On my birthday, July 12th, no, it was July the 11th the show was. I fly home on July the 12th, right? I get back to the UK for Monday, July the 13th with a check, right? So when I drive home, nice. So when I drive home on the 13th, I've already got some envelopes. I've got a pen and I've got a selection of small stationery in my glove box because I know I'm gonna pay this check in, right? So I drive home and I drive past the post office. This is Monday the 13th, right? I pay this check in. I'm thinking, I've cracked this. I'll have this money in a week or so, a couple of weeks tops, right? As of today, right, which is, what are we? Wednesday the 5th of August, right? I haven't had the money from the check. Not only have I not had the money from the check, I haven't had the £10 that says that they've received the check and are currently processing it. So I'm at a stage where I don't know if the check's even been received. I don't know where I am with it all. I spoke to the remote online like help thing in the app, and it told me that wasn't the address to send checks to anymore, right? But a friend of mine did the exact same process last month, and it was the right place, you know. I then phoned somebody up a couple of days ago and said, "What's the deal with this?" And they said, no, that is the right place, but as of yet, nothing's showing on your account. So we haven't got any record that check has actually been received in the processing centre. So where we stand at the moment is that I am currently waiting to hopefully get this check cleared, right? Because in a long series of things that me and Mrs. One Credit Classics are doing to this gaff, we're getting a loft done next. And we got a quote for it today, and it's a really good quote. And so obviously we're gonna take it. But the problem is the fact that like I don't need all this money to do it. However, the money from this would make up like quite a substantial chunk of it, so it'd just be a bit easier, wouldn't it? So as it stands at the moment, right, I paid a check, or I posted a check nigh on a month ago, and I've had no correspondence to say that if it's even been received, and I know it's not being processed yet. Oh, it's too early again. Fucking hell. It's not the best, is it, that? So, I got a photo of the check. You're alright, Ian. It only showed up once, mate. Let's go one more and then we'll play something else. It doesn't look like weapon roulette's on, people. Not tonight, anyway. It's not to see. So my plan is this, right? I have got a photo of the check. I have got a photo of the receipt that to prove that I've actually sent it, but it's neither here nor there because it's not tracked, so there's no. Do you know what I mean? There's no use to be had for that. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna go to the bank on Friday and ask them if they can either speak to the people at the processing centre to see if there's any record of it even being received. Oh, get fucked, right? And if not, then what I'm going to have to do then is I'm going to have to speak to the people who sent me the check originally, tell them to cancel it, and ask if they can send me another one out. And then at that point, I will have to send that to and when I go to the bank on Friday, I will find out if the address that I've got is the correct address, which I'm pretty sure it is. And then what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to send the second check to the same place, but send it recorded. And I think from here on out, I'm probably just going to have to send these recorded. I'm probably just going to have to fucking bite the bullet and pay the extra whatever it is. Or just sign for more than recorded, you know what I mean? Just tracked. So, long story short, that is it. Or very long story, manageable. That is where we are with the disappearing check saga. I have no idea. I have no idea if it's going to show up. As of today, it hasn't shown up. But what a mad set of circumstances. So I got paid for that. I got paid for that gig on July the 11th, and as of yet, I haven't got a penny for it. Not for the fault of anybody who's paid me, by the way. I got paid on the night, which is always really nice. Where the check came from, I worked an event in Las Vegas. So it's for a job, basically. The problem with that is then you fall foul of the notoriously chill American Department of Taxation. I mean, I'm sure Prince Watercress can probably attest to this, right? Like, America are responsible for something hilarious, like around about 70% of all checks that are processed in the entire Western Hemisphere. Absolutely love a check, the Septics, bless them. But the mad thing is, if you've got an American bank account, like, it's not a problem, because it's like, if you get a check in the UK, it's not a problem. You can scan it in on the app straight away, and they've got the numbers they need, and they can just redeem it, can't they? But yeah, that is the top and bottom of that's the top and bottom of my situation with the disappearing check. Hey, I'm Nightcraft. Nightcraft, I will ask you for the 4th time, because I asked you 3 times last week and you dipped out every time, God bless you, right? Did you see that the UFC have signed Saladin Parnasse and he's going to debut against Dan Hooker in Paris? You being the go-to of who I speak to on these streams about the incredibly niche topic of French mixed martial arts. It's a very small Venn diagram. Yes, he did. Yeah, you did. Good. I was at the show in Abu Dhabi when they announced it. I am in there potentially in France twice next month. Obviously UFC Paris, hopefully. And I'll be over for Aries as well. At the Adidas Arena. I think that's the 25th. It's a Friday night. I'll tell you what I love, right? I'll tell you what I can't tell you how much I love, right? Doing an Aries on a Friday and being back in Manchester for Saturday morning. It's hard to beat that. Oh, get fuck with that. There's something about, like, a job that you normally do on a Saturday, doing it on a Friday. It's fucking hard to beat that. Oh, shit. I can't get that now anyway. Is it? I can't get that. I physically can't get that. Yeah, and he fought in Belgrade, right? The guy you're on about. Gunyon. Yeah, I did that. There's a kid who fights on Cage Warriors, he fought the last one I did, which was Newcastle, French guy. It's just been announced that he's been signed to a Contender Series. What's his name? Nel somebody. Nel Ariano, I think his name is. Yeah, he's just been signed for, Contender Series. Give me that. I know. Oh yeah, for those who are new to the stream, just join us. We are playing what else but Weapon Roulette. Where what I have to do is, every time a chest gets spawned, I have to try and open it. And if it's a weapon, I've got to collect it. I am dead now, basically. Because this tongue's going to go back in, and I'm not going to be able to jump back on the thing. Dead. Brilliant. Can't get that without dying. Can't get this next one. I know. King Arthur with an axe. I'm sure that never happened. Where you going, son? Yeah, this game's phenomenal. Event, yeah, it's not, unfortunately, like I say, it's a very, but I mean, The problem is, I think event prices full stop are expensive now, aren't they? Like, if you look at going to any kind of, like, concert event or anything, it's mad how much tickets are. I mean, not that I agree with it, but kind of like, I maybe understand it more in music, because the problem you got now is, like, all these artists aren't making any money out of physical sales, are they? So if you're a band now, like, how are you making money? Like, if you aren't selling, do you know what I mean? You think about it now. God damn it. It's every time with this fucking thing, isn't it? Dad. Oh, Jesus Christ. So hard to get this. Anybody never seen that, by the way, that hand animation? You don't see it very often. Problem is now I've got to get this one. Brilliant. Don't say we ain't doing the duck jump there. I was going to say... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking hell. Problem I've got now is... No, there's two in there. So I'm going to get whatever this weapon is. And then the last one. Wait. This one might be it. Alright, we'll take that. Come on. Dad. Oh, God. That's like, I think that's as good as... Yeah, that's as good as we can do. God damn it, man. I thought we might have been able to make a run at that. Very tough, very, very tough. But hey, we'll come back to it and have another go at it, I think, at some point. Don't think we really got time now. Right. What to play, what to play? Let's have another run at trying to beat this without continuing. If we're going to do games that I'm probably not good enough to do anymore. Hang on, that's the SNES version. We're not playing that. Where's the arcade version? It's there. I played, do you know what? Wardener. Like, Wardener was the game that we played after we played Ghouls and Ghosts. 27 credit classics. Let's go. Bodied. Oh, as if I can't get him like that. Wardeners, yeah, I really rate Wardener, to be honest. Smoke's so good on this. You couldn't do thingy on this, could you? Couldn't call him Smoke now. Maybe like Vape or something. E-Sig, that's it. That's pretty phenomenal. You can get like classic Smoke on this, I assume that's what... If you do that, he turns into E-Sig. I mean, I tried to. Bollocks. That's such a sick combo, that is. The way it works is if you jump back and attack, it always automatically causes the enemy to do like a projectile. And then you can always come behind him and go straight into that. Right, let's get stuck on Mataro for days after this. See, the key's getting that little kick in first. It cracks me up that that throw doesn't count as damage, so that it says the combo does 25%, but 2 of them basically kill someone outright. Right, let's go. Me and you big idiot. Lucky there. I knew he was going to fucking do that. That's very close to beating him, that is, though. Very close. We'll take that. Damn it. Mad that we lost 2-1, but the one was a flawless. terrible. Right. One more. No, I mean, till we beat him, but I mean, I think we'll beat him this time. Lucky. Bollocks. Right, I'll dip that out because, as we all know, that comes up as a combat strat for some reason. I'm sorry we couldn't get any better at Ghouls and Ghosts than that. I do honestly think we're better than that. But, like, let me go. Can I get rid of that? Yeah, so we've only got the right one on the playlist. Mad, absolutely mad. Right, hang on. Right, we'll have a quick game of Shanghai to finish. However, I've got to have a go at the 7-1 clip on her. Oh! Can you imagine? Three's the record. Yeah, we're going to get nowhere near it now. Get comfortable, kids. We could be here a while. Fucking hell. But hang on, is that not... Alright, it's showing up. Sick clip. Seven one clip, is it? I'll start it again. What are we saying? How many goes to get the 7-1 clip? Somebody give me a positive guess. There you go. Oh, I thought I had that then. 5. Oh, I thought that was it then. Oh. 7. Jesus Christ. Oh. Hey. How many is that? 8. You're damn right, John. Ghouls and Ghosts is indeed a real love on this channel. We do play it quite a bit. Play a bit of SMB3 as well. There's another level I wanted to try and I can't remember which one it was. That was good, wasn't it? Thank you very much. It's not this level. It's World 4. It's one of these. It's this one. I really can't remember how to do this. It's amazing. It's not like that. Wait. God oh my, I've got no idea how to do this anymore. I must hop halfway up, right? There we go. God, I'm gonna have to watch the video of me doing this. Yeah, this is gone. My memory of being able to do this is completely gone. Do I need to do a short hop? No. Wow. What it was, John, was quite a long time ago. I don't know if you saw it or you were here. We tried to do this in under an hour, and it took me 6 months, and I did a clear in 59 minutes. And the problem is the fact that like I haven't played properly for a long time, and I've got rubbish at it, as you can probably see. So I've still got all my old save states of where all the bits were, and it's just fun with a bit of yeah, it's just fun having a bit of nostalgia, really. Looking at like, at one point, like we weren't bad at this. You know what I mean? Like we recorded a time. Right, can't remember how to do this. Not at all. I've got no idea how to do this. God almighty, I need to watch all of this again. Wow. Hang on. Surely I can remember how to do the first level. Let's just have one go at doing the first level. Oh, hang on. What's the... Oh, no, I can't bother to do that because I'm going to have to reset the states. Alright, forget it. Glitches in SMB1. Cool. Cool. Yeah, it is nice. Like, we were alright at this at one point. Wait, hang on. That's not right, hang on. There we go. Can't remember how to do this. God, I'm shit at this now. Fucking rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. I don't know. It's just tough. Anyhow, let's just stop save stating this. It was fun, you know. It was a fun time on the. It was a fun time on the channel. We did. Yeah, we did really well, didn't we? It's like anything really, I suppose. It'll just fucking disappear if you stop playing it, you know. I don't know. I don't know if I've got another run like that in me, but I wouldn't mind getting that good again. Not that good, but do you know what I mean? Like, doing that run was one of the most mentally taxing things I've ever done. I don't want that to be it, you know. I do want to play it again at some point. Deathless runs. You know, John, we've done basically 3 games for speedrun, of which only actually 2 were serious. Like we did RC Grand Prix, which I did for a laugh, right? We did Metroid on the NES. Metroid on the NES was legitimately really good. I was happy with that. We did sub 30 minutes in Metroid on All Bosses Classic. We were 5th, and I get it's a bit of a niche category, but we were 5th in the world at one point in Metroid, which was just fucking glorious. And then SMB3, like, I can't tell you how much time I spent playing that when I was traveling, you know. Like when I was like, I just sit on, people used to sit next to me on planes and they must just think this guy's just a fucking idiot. What's he doing? I'd sit and just do like, I'd get one level on, it was where the John Ram was born. I'd sit with one level on my tablet for about an hour, listening to a podcast, just running it and running it and running it, and like, because I'm on the because obviously, as you might imagine, playing it on a tablet, like, you haven't got the ability to. It's not as easy to switch save states up. So generally, all I had was like an L&R trigger on that 8-bit do-like pad. So I just had save and load. So basically what I'd do is I'd decide what level I was going to work on. I'd play normally to get to there, or I'd try speedrunning bits of it. And then I'd save that one bit at the start of that level and just play it for hours trying to get it. I remember doing certain castles we were like trying to get good at. I remember doing all these different bits. Just for fucking hours while I was flying to different places. But it's not that I didn't enjoy it, you know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, I wouldn't. It was fun, you know. Like, it was cool, like, seeing the times kind of get down. And if you watch, like, I can't think, like, it's all on the channel here on playlists. Everything we ever did with SMB3 was playlisted, you know. So, like, I'm sure the first clear we got was, like, 1 hour 20 something. And then we just chipped at it, like, week after week after week. I had a couple of mad ones. I had one that was like a really big PB at the time. I think it was like 1 hour 4 minutes or something, and I didn't record it. Yeah, good. That's what you got to though, right? Guy on Instagram reached raw eggs. I think we all would, to be honest. I had some mad big flights then as well, you know. It was around about the time when I did that massive run of shows with the UFC, and I was like, I remember doing, I did Shanghai actually, ironically, and I'm sure I did. Did I do Sydney maybe? Yeah, I think I did Sydney around about that time as well. It was I just had a lot of traveling, you know. And then I'd get back and we'd stream and we'd make like progress, and then I'd have to go again. And then I'd get like an email from offering me some more work on the other side of the planet. And I just remember loads of times thinking, wow, I could play Mario here. Do you know what I mean? I could probably work on fucking, do you know what I mean? I could probably work on Runaway Bro or something. I don't know. Do you know the mad thing with the clear that we did as well, if you watch it back? I thought it was gone when on World 3 when the Hammer Brothers went the other way. I thought the run was gone. I remember thinking to myself, well, that's... And then, like, do you remember, like, there's a proper 1,000,001 chance, like, it comes round the other way, doesn't it? Somebody turns up halfway through the stream and, like, I don't have a go at them, but I'm like, well, the stream's frigged now. Somebody comes in and goes, how you doing? I'm like, I'll tell you how I'm doing. Shite. All right. Movement of 200, runaway, bro, I think I say. Fucking incredible, man. Incredible. A really cool time in this this fun little endeavor, you know. Really, really fun. But do you know what, like, made fun by you good people? Because I had somebody to share it with, you know? Like that. When we got the clear. So I don't know about arcade conversions. This Shanghai, this version of Shanghai that we play here on the Master System was released everywhere, I think. But there's a version with... Prince Watercrest will tell you. There's a couple of versions with different sound thingies in, isn't there? Isn't there a version with like an FM sound chip? This is the one with the good music, basically. Also, as well, right? Is this the longest we've been without a clear on Shanghai? I can't remember. There we go. Thank you, Prince Warcast. On the links, no crap, nice. Oh God, are we done here? It looks like we're done here. We're due a clear on this. Surely we are. Right, let's go one more, because I think we're done here. Unless anyone else can see anything. I'm just going to change the music. Honestly, John, like, Shanghai is, like, it's like a palate cleanser with this channel. It's just something, it's like the cheese board you have at Christmas at about 8 p.m. You know what I mean? Like, the day's done, you've done the stressful stuff, you've had fun, you've seen your family, but you just want to chill out now. You want to be quite quiet. You want to reflect on what you've done throughout the day. So you sit with a board full of cheese and you don't really think about anything else. You have some crackers, you have whatever kind of pickles or chutneys or whatever you want to drink with it. You know what I mean? And you just sit there and you just watch the world go by all the time, eating cheese and a selection of condiments, accompaniments, and with whatever drink kind of takes your fancy, really. Shanghai is the Christmas cheese board of One Credit Classics, do you know? The last brew for town and bed, that's it. That's it. I kind of sometimes like equate it to the brew that I have first thing in the morning. Like, because, are we done here? Yes, we are. Because sometimes, right, little Francis, bless him, will wake up very early. More in the summer when it's, when it's lighter, you know. And he'll... and short of him waking both me and Mrs. One Credit Classics up, 9 times out of 10, if I'm here, because obviously I'm away with work sometimes, I will get up and I will let Francis outside and he'll run around. And then he'll come back in when he's cold and a bit bored. And then he'll go get back in bed. Now, at that point, the whole house is kind of settled, you know what I mean? Apart from me. At that point, like, I'm awake and the rest of the house is asleep, and I'm fine with that. So what's the most logical thing for me to do at that point? Is to have a cup of tea, right? So a lot of times what I'll do is, it's like, it'll be stupidly early. It'll be like, 5 or something. I'll get a brew. I'll go in like, I'll go and sit in the conservatory on the big chair, and I won't have my phone, and I'll just sit with a brew and just not really say anything and just contemplate, like, the approach, the inevitable approach of the day, you know, the plans that I might have, I don't know, the things that I think would be cool if I accomplished today, like the things I've got to do, the things I want to do, the things I should do, you know. I just think about the order of the day and things that things I'd be happy with if I got to the end of the day that I'd sorted out, you know. And I'd just sit there and drink tea and just, I don't know. For those, whatever it is, for those kind of, might be 5 minutes, sometimes it feels like 5 hours, you know. Like, the whole world seems to spin a bit slower, you know. I feel like I've got a better sense of, I feel like I've got a better grasp on what's happening, you know, on what kind of speed we're spinning around this planet, you know. And I get a sense that, I don't know, maybe like, maybe this one's going to be one we're going to win, you know. Like, maybe today's going to be the day where we're going to kind of, I don't know, the things that we want to happen will happen, you know. And I'll sit there with a brew, and as I get to the end of it, I'll think to myself, well, I don't want to go back to, well, as much as I'd love to go back to bed, I can't really, because I'll wake the entire house up now. I've been sitting with this brew for too long, and I can't really do too much else. So I'll retire to the living room. I'll sit on the sofa and I'll maybe stick the TV on with no sound and watch something mindless while I kind of half fall back asleep, half stay awake, you know. And then my alarm goes off and I have to get up anyway. But as mad as all that sounds like, and as uncomfortable as all that sounds, I really actually quite romanticize about that a lot of the time. Because it just feels like there's I don't know, there's nothing else really. It's just, I don't know. It's just a rare kind of semblance of a kind of tranquility really in a world where you don't tend to get too much of it, do you? Right. The problem is this, right? Now I can see one there, but the path to it doesn't seem very likely. I can't see one of them, and I really don't like my odds of trying to get around it that way, go the other way. So I'm really stuck with that. I'm really stuck as to where we can go with this. I feel like I should get rid of that. Because that's 2. Picking up a book when eager to continue reading or even a guitar session. Helps that flow state. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Which one? This one? Oh no, not that one. Which one? The one on the left? You might have to be more specific than that. Say like a column and row. Oh, you go. Far left and 2 from the bottom row. What am I looking at here? Oh, that. No, hang on. What am I on about? What, that and... Oh, that and that. Yeah, alright, I'm with you. Yeah, you're right. It's a 5. Okay, lower than a 5. It's a... Jesus Christ. See, I could... Gonna have to try that. Then shift that. Doesn't give me anything. Brilliant. Yeah, I can shift. Oh yeah, nice. Good spot. Can't shift. I'll map something underneath though. No, it's WrestleMania. Brilliant. I'm gonna have to do that, I think. And then yeah, shift those 5s. Maybe that and that. What a terrible board this is. I don't see it's getting much more from here. That to that, maybe. Aha! Oh yeah, I got him. No, it doesn't, does it? Waited a whole game for one of them, and then two of them show up, and we can't use the other one. Get rid of that, I suppose. Get rid of that there. Maybe that. What's that? Is that 4? Or is that 5? That's a 5. It made no difference either. Ugh. See you in a bit, Nightcraft. I'm off anyhow. I'm just going to leave it on this. We'll spare the alpha for this one. Have a great evening. Take good care of yourselves. I'll probably stream on Saturday. There's a Patreon post if you want to pick the games for Monday's stream. It's been a lot of fun. It always is. God damn it. Take good care of yourselves. I'll see you all very, very soon for some more What Else But One Credit Classics. Take care, my friends.